everyone, we are Group 8, and I'm Rebecca.
I'm Xingji.
I'm Yijun.
Eileen.
I'm Drew.
And we are going to be presenting about our food pairing.
Set Michelle, Cabernet Sauvignon, vintage 2014. This wine is very high in tannins. You're not going to get as much as the fruitiness in the tasting. However, when you combine the pairing with granola and peanuts, the wine should taste less tannic and more sweet.
Okay, without the food pairing, the wine tastes very tannic, and if you taste it twice, it will have some cheese flavor in there and less fruit.
Yeah, for me, the first try it just tastes it's a little bitter, but after maybe 5 seconds to 8 seconds, it tastes a little sweet.
After pairing with peanut, it will give you, because peanut is solid, and it will give you like less tannic, but it will bolt the bitter.
The granola is sweet, but after I taste the granola and I drink the wine one more time, it's bitter than before and it's a little sour.
Okay, so this is an H3 Merlot, and this wine is a blending wine. The difference between this wine and the previous one is that it's very consistent and not reactive. As you can see, our pairing is the ciabatta bread with the cheddar cheese and the garlic. That will balance the wine very nicely, and it will give off more of the fruitiness and blackberries and black cherries of the wine. So let's see how it tastes.
So after the initial tasting, before the ciabatta bread and the cheese, I didn't get a more earthy flavor with kind of a blackberry hint with cherry and chocolate kind of flavor in that.
Let me taste it again.
After eating it with the ciabatta bread and the cheese, it becomes more of a balanced flavor with a good mix of the fruity and more of the earthy feel.
Something I really enjoyed about the pairing itself is the protein in the cheese and the fat in the garlic butter. With the wine, it just gives off a different body sensory in the tongue, in the back of the tongue. So it's really good. And this is our Cab Franc, and from this we are supposed to get some of the peppery aromas and taste and flavors, a little bit more spicy. And do you want to talk about the acidity?
So the acidity of Cab Franc usually goes from medium to high, so it depends on how it's made and the process. So without having the chocolate, you definitely can taste that it has about a medium acidity level. Also, I get more of a spicy kind of coffee flavor.
The body of the wine is a lot thinner than the Cabernet, the earlier Cabernet that we had in the Merlot, which is very interesting for a Cab Franc. It's also a blending wine, so that's why it's not as reactive as the first Cabernet. So now with the chocolate.
And after consuming the chocolate and then the wine, you can definitely tell the wine becomes more sweet. Definitely can be enjoyed as a dessert wine, where before I wouldn't necessarily say that.
What's interesting about this is the fact that usually when you have sweeter food than the wine tastes a lot more bitter and not as good. Because this is an 80% cocoa and it has the sea salts chunks in there, that's what allows the wine to become more balanced.
Thanks for listening, guys!